Hello to Taynee Lord. How are you today?
Hi, I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. Let me catch up with you again on this rather cold day that we're recording this interview. So, can you tell me, how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
How long?
Yeah.
I think so. I've been performing my whole life, but I've been releasing music, my own music now for around 6 years. So quite a while. Before now, I used to release my music under a band name, Taynee Lord and the Crooks. And now I just release my music under just my name, Taynee Lord. So overall, it's been about 6 years, maybe coming up to 7 years. Yeah.
So,
But I've been writing music since I was about 14. So a
what is
long
it like?
time.
So, it's quite a young age to writing music.
Yeah.
So, what is it like to record your debut single, Love Hard?
So Love Hard, I think was the first single I released as just under my own name, which was great. But I'd released music previous to them that I had written. But I really loved Love Hard. That sounds such a funny thing to say. But I really connected with the song, and I up until then it was the song that I would have been the most proud of, even though I'd released like an EP before and lots of other singles. Love Hard was the first song that I like felt really, really proud of to release. So I love Hard. It holds a very special place in my heart.
So, have you always been a country singer?
I have, yes. Even when I was really small, when I was, or like even when I was 16, and I would sing at piano jazz bars, and people would come up to me and be like, "Are you a country singer?" Even though it was just piano and my vocals. So I honestly couldn't get away with doing anything else, I don't think. I've just always loved country from such a young age. Dolly Parton was my first true love, I think. Like I've never loved anything more than I loved Dolly Parton as a child. I was obsessed with her. So my country music, the love for it like really came from her. So yeah, from a small age I was just obsessed with country music. A little oddball really, seeing as I'm from the UK and not no one else my age even knew who Dolly Parton was, I don't think. But no, I loved country music always. So I can't see myself doing anything else. Um, and I think with my Bristolian accent is works well for country music.
So, continue what single is called Heavy Air.
Yeah, Heavy Air was a single I released, I don't want to get the date wrong, I think last year. Um Now, and I think Heavy Air is more of a bluesier song for me. It leans more on that side. But yeah, Heavy Air is a fun one. It's all about, well, the meaning behind it's not fun, but when you listen to it, I think you listen to the music and you're like, oh, this is like a bluesy kind of vibe, but the actual lyrics to it are a bit more, they're kind of about having anxiety and not being able to speak your truth and feeling trapped. But the vibe of the song is more something you feel you can bob along to.
So, when you go out on stage, do you have a favourite T-shirt that you wear?
A favorite what? Sorry?
A favourite T-shirt?
A favorite t-shirt. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever performed. Maybe I have performed in a t-shirt. But I'm more of a dress gal when it comes to being on stage. But yeah, my previous single t-shirt, which is so fun. It was I love that song. It was we released it just this summer. Um, and that one is about kind of a breakup, and not caring what people think about you. There's like hearing lies about you that are like circulating after you've broken up with someone, and you're just like, do you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna make fun of it. And if you're really gonna say this to everyone, then say it with your chest and wear it on a t-shirt. So that's what t-shirt's about.
So, could you tell me about your latest single called "Sign on the Dotted Line"?
Absolutely. Yeah. So Sign on the Dotted Line, which just released on Friday, which is really exciting. But yeah, Sign on the Dotted Line was a hard one for me. It's something I didn't think I'd ever really talk about, let alone write a song about. But I was essentially scammed by my former manager, and she took a load of my money and crushed my dreams. So it was actually probably the hardest time of my life. I feel like I can make light of it now because of the song. But yeah, it was absolutely horrible. And she scammed, to my knowledge, about 14 other artists as well in the kind of country music scene in the UK. So it was really horrible. She took a lot of my money and filled my diary with dates that I thought were going to be amazing. And so I booked all my band out and everything. It was just, in short, was a very horrible thing to go through. So that was about a year and a half of my life. I was with her, but I kind of wanted to write this song to warn other artists to be careful who you trust in the music industry, because not everyone that claims to help you really, is gonna is gonna help you. So yeah, I kind of saw it more as a warning song. So that's what my new single, Signed on the Dotted Line, is about, unfortunately. But if this didn't happen to me, then I suppose I would never have this song. So swings and roundabouts, but I wrote this song with my good friend Ash Tucker, who really got the story out of me, because I don't think otherwise I would have ever written about that happening to me.
At
I don't
least
think
you wrote about it and moved on.
exactly. Yeah, I think it's a good way to process your emotions. I'm quite good with just letting it all out and then moving on. I don't really hold on to a lot of baggage, emotional baggage. I'm kind of quite good at cleansing it out, which is, I suppose, a healthy way to deal with it.
So, are you working on any new music in the near future?
Absolutely, yes. So, in the new year, I have a new EP coming out at the beginning, like the first half of the year. So there's going to be a new single at the start of next year, which I'm really excited about, and it's something pretty different for me. It's more of a ballad type of a song, which is quite an emotional one, really. And I think that's not usually my bag. But I'm really excited about this song. I think this is one of the songs that I've written that I'm the most excited about, because it's so different and it's so emotional. So I'm really excited for people to hear that, even though it's something different from me. I hope people do like it. So yeah, lots of new music coming out at the first half of next year.
So, you mentioned that you did have the manager. So, I take it you haven't got a manager now, as present in
Absolutely,
time.
absolutely not. I'm a completely independent artist. I do everything myself, and I did everything myself before because she did absolutely nothing for me. So I've always done everything for myself. Yeah, so that's the way I still am at the moment.
So, what's it like being independent artist for you, the world that we live in?
It's really hard. I truly do believe it is really hard, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. And there's so much amazing talent out there, and it's just, it's difficult, and it is a full-time job, trying to manage the band and manage everyone else's time and figure out everything that goes along with being an independent artist. I would just say it's hard, but it's rewarding, because you know that you did put in all the hard work. So when good things happen, you know that it was you that got you there.
So, what do you enjoy most about being a single songwriter?
Performing is my favorite thing. As much as I do love songwriting, I find performing more fun, because it's kind of like a one and done. You perform and then that's it. You put it out there and you've done it. Whereas with songwriting and recording, you have to go over it and over it again and again and again and fine tooth comb it. And I'm a perfectionist, so I find that quite intense because I'll just keep going. And especially if you're like recording, you listen to the same song 400 times in a day, it just gets really intense. And I do love that side of it, don't get me wrong. But performing is definitely my favorite thing to do, 100%. I love having my full band and dancing around the stage and all the energy that comes with it and seeing people in the crowd. Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
And what about meeting your fans afterwards?
Yeah, I love that. And I love when I see people in the audience singing the lyrics to my songs. That is my number one favorite thing of all time are people singing lyrics back to me, which is incredible. And that always blows my mind.
Yes, I was going to come and see you at National and Around in Birmingham recently, but plans didn't go to plan on that day. So how was it like performing at National and Around in Birmingham?
Oh, it was amazing. It was so different for me to do something like that, perform acoustically, because I normally perform with my whole band and normally dancing around and energetic. So I was stuck on a chair, forced to sit down, um, which usually isn't my style, but I loved telling the stories all the time, like all the stories behind my songs. And the audience are all so nice there. Like everyone genuinely is sat there listening and cares. And it's such a beautiful community that Gasoline and Matches have created. I was so honored to be a part of it. Honestly, we had the best day. It was great.
Yeah, I've been to about three of them. So yeah, must do more in the future. And hopefully invite you back. It'd be great to meet you.
I hope so, yeah.
So can you tell me more about Country's social media? Because I know they do your PR for you. I'll help you with your
Yes.
PR.
Yeah, so they sent out my radio list, which they have been doing, yeah, for since I started, really, which is really great. Of Ken sends my songs out to radios, which is a big help, which is fantastic. But yeah, I've been with Ken, I think 5 or 6 years now, which is amazing, which is I'm sure how you found me.
I did indeed. Yes. So have you got any upcoming gigs next year they want to promote?
So we do, but the only things that I'm allowed to announce are the things that have just been announced this week. Which we're playing Lakefest next summer, 2026, and we're playing the Country Music Vibey Festival, Rock and Ribs in Somerset on the Friday night in summer of 2026. So I'm really excited to play in Rock and Ribs and Lakefest, which yeah, we've been to both of them before and they're always really good fun. So I'm really excited to be back.
Never know. Might catch you at Lakefest. You never know.
I
Or if you
hope
go back to
so.
Birmingham or anywhere in the Midlands, or maybe come to Bristol, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a lot more gigs next year, but nothing has been announced yet, unfortunately.
Have a look on your website. I should keep up to date with that. So,
Absolutely.
can you tell me more about your social media before we end this interview?
Absolutely. So you can find me at Taynee Lord on all social media, and my music is on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever you'd like to stream your music. I'm sure I'll be there, and you can find more information about my live gigs and more about me at tayneelord.com.
Thanks for letting me chat again to you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
And you, thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.